Well, good evening, everybody. It's nice to see you guys. And for anyone who was celebrating Father's Day yesterday, happy belated Father's Day. That's why I wasn't on. I was just kind of spending time with the family. So whenever there's holidays coming up and things are happening on a day I'm scheduled to do live streams, I won't be doing live streams. So nice to see everybody. And boy, last week was interesting, huh? So I want to kind of go through sort of like the current events or the events of last week. And if you're here, let me know that you're here and let me know where you're from. It's always an honor when I do these live streams and people kind of show up and say hi. This is an interactive live stream. I love questions. I love that engagement between us. Hey, Mike, what's happening, man? Glad you can make it. I'm not sure if you're a dad or not, but happy Father's Day if you are. You know, even if you have a dog or a cat or a guppy or whatever, same thing. And so, yeah, it was a crazy week last week with everything going on, and I want to kind of touch on. Hey, David, welcome back, man. Good to see you guys. So, you know, hey, glad you guys are here. And oh, nice job. All right, that's right. I think you were making dinner for your child last week. So, oh man, last week, where do we want to start, guys? First, I want to kind of say I saw this today that Do Kwon got 4 months in jail. I know. You know, the head of the Terra Luna collapsed back in May, and he's just a train wreck. Got 4 months in Montenegro, I think that's how it is, jail, awaiting extradition requests from South Korea as well as from the United States for basically just, you know, doing everything that he did and really killing that multi-billion-dollar company. So we'll see what happens. He's going to spend 4 months for nothing with like falsifying documents or something along those lines. So we'll see what happens during these 4 months. I know, man, he better hope the Korean government doesn't get a hold of him. He better hope we get a hold of him, because he could be in a rough shape when he gets out, if he's extradited to Korea. So that's what's going on there. And then, you know, last week, of course, we're flip-flopping back and forth. A lot of things going on. The big story, which I guess was a non-story, but still is one, is the whole Hinman documents that came out from, you know, as we know, Bill Hinman was director of like the financial arm of the SEC. He was the director from 2017 to 2020, and so he did a speech in 2018 at a Yahoo summit, I think it was. And so all these documents were basically, I would say, classified, but they were closed until they had a court order from the judge and Torres, I think. Annalisa Torres, I believe. She's a circuit judge in New York. And so those documents were released, basically essentially saying that ETH, in their view, was sufficiently decentralized. I'm really simplifying the process here, but anyway. And now what we're seeing is we saw a slight pump in price for Ripple, or XRP, I should say, but that didn't last long, and then it started going down again. I think once the impact or lack thereof of these documents was revealed, I think we dealt with a little bit of FUD. People were really disappointed. I think everyone was hoping. I wasn't expecting it, but I think a lot of people might have been hoping that these documents would reveal some, you know, cataclysmic scenario for the SEC, and that the judge would immediately run and, you know, file a motion to dismiss or do whatever she would do. Obviously, that didn't happen. I feel, however, that we will get a decision probably before the end of September is out. And we'll see what happens with that. I at this point, I don't think, we talked about this last week, I don't think really anyone knows what's going to happen. I mean, part of me likes Ripple's chances, but we're going up against the SEC. So depending on how you want to look at that, how you want to take how I just said that, you can take it any way you want. I'm hopeful that Ripple will come out and prevail, but who knows? We won't know. We won't know until it happens. So we'll just have to see. But now what's happening is, due to these documents being released, now we're hearing that a lot of crypto companies, or cryptos in general, want to try to work on becoming more decentralized. And I think that's going to be where we're headed. I think by them coming out and saying that the key is decentralization, right? Not passing the 4 components of the Howey test. So the first 3, I think, that could be whatever. You're investing money in a common enterprise with an expectation of profit, where the trick has to come into, is there anyone running the company that, it's like when you bought Apple stock, all right? Steve Jobs was the man, all right? And then you had Steve Wozniak or whatever, but Steve Jobs, you knew he was like, you didn't have to do anything. You know that, oh man, Steve Jobs is going to come out and do something crazy next year, right? So you were expecting rewards, or you're expecting profits based on the efforts of a Steve Jobs or a board of directors or whomever. The trick now is getting these crypto companies, getting these crypto projects to really become, which I think would be a great thing, become more decentralized. And as they said, and as these Hinman documents stated, possible to start off more as a security and then morphing into something more decentralized. So that, to me, I mean, but again, there's no parameters. There's no guidelines. So, but I do think that the more that crypto can become more decentralized, the harder it's going to be to term it a security. What's my take on BlackRock filing for I saw that today. So I haven't had a chance to really dig into that too much, but I did see it, and I don't know, man. What do you think? Let me do a porcupine question. What do you guys think? I mean, I know with Bitcoin, when everything was going on with the ordinals and everything else, I think some people were really losing their minds and stuff, and so I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I don't have enough knowledge about that right now to give an opinion, but that's on my to-do list to check out, to see where we go with that. I was looking at the and actually here I'm gonna do a quick, because I was actually looking at crypto in general, and I want to confirm something here when it comes to Bitcoin. Let me take a look. So yeah, Bitcoin is almost, I mean, it's doing pretty good right now. It's almost 27,000. So, we're seeing that, come up, and we're seeing a lot of these cryptos come up. I think my gut's telling me, guys, that we are possibly turning the corner here a little bit. Bitcoin's almost to 27,000, and I'm seeing other projects like ADA and even Gala. So Gala, of course, we know is just, hit pretty much rock bottom over the past couple weeks, but now it's slowly starting to move its way up. It's interesting though that Hedera, and I just read an article about them on CoinDesk today, that they are actually down a little bit. So that's a really interesting. But I like to see that the entire markets are coming up. And of course, we know that whatever Bitcoin does, everyone else follows. So maybe we may be in part for That may be due to the fact of what's going on with the EFT. Let me look here. I want to see something. Yeah. Looking on the one-day chart. I would do it on mine, but on the one-day chart, we're seeing a pump. It's sort of moved down a little bit today, but I think that's a good thing. I think it will just slow and steady wins the race. So I think the more we progress up through and go nice and easy, it's going to carry everyone else up. So I hope we're on a bullish trend, Mike. I think I have a feeling that that's the case also. And then also last week, of course, with Gala, they actually, and I missed it, and I'm not sure if you guys got in on it, but I missed they had a Poker Go play test. Wow, that'd be awesome. I mean, I think we're reaching a level where everything's coming together. Like I said, with Gala, they actually have their Poker Go platform. You know what? Whenever I talk too much, it's crazy. Hey, Kelly, welcome. Glad you could make it. Nice job. Here, welcome. I'm going to give you a welcome. The more the merrier. Hop on in. So, we're talking about stuff that went on last week that's sort of like converging into this week. I've been seeing a lot of things with different projects, and of course, I'm not sure how long you've been here, but just got off work. Okay, well, I'm glad you're tuning in. Wonderful, thank you. Hey guys, hit those. The more you guys engage with each other, and the more you hit those like buttons, man, it's gonna let people know that we're here. So if you get a chance, if you want to hit that like button and just keep creating dialogue with each other, with myself, that'll be great. And I you know what? It's interesting because I'm curious about times, and I really I'm not sure if I'm sold if 7:30 is a good time slot or not. And so give me your feedback on that. If you think that thank you guys, appreciate it. Appreciate that. Let me know if 7:30 works, if earlier would be better, maybe a little bit later. I may be starting to experiment with times that we're going to work for people to come in and see us, because still live streaming is new to me still. Obviously, I've only been doing it about a month or so, and you guys have been here every step of the way. But I want to try to get see if we can get more people coming in and checking us out. But I am certainly totally stoked that you guys are here. I can always count on you guys for your support, and I appreciate it. But anyway, moving right along. So I think Gala is on its slow way back. We're at 2 cents 30 right before I came on. So I'm feeling really positive about that now. I think it's still a good time. I'm not a financial advisor, and remember, I'm never going to tell you to buy, sell, hold. You guys know that. But I think if someone feels so inclined, buying more may not be a bad time right now. And I was just talking about Poker Go. Of course, they partnered with them. Poker Go Play. And so they had a play test last week for like 3 hours. It was scheduled for one day, and then something happened. It couldn't go on, so they scheduled it the other day, and I missed it. So I'm hoping they'll have another one in the next couple of weeks. But that would be really cool because I like poker. I used to play a lot when I was a teenager, and I kind of got out of it because I didn't like giving my money to everyone else. Times when I won, sometimes it wasn't so much. I'm like, I'm a teenager. I've got a job. Why am I here playing poker? I need to be, saving it and doing stuff with it. So my poker days weren't very long, but I do enjoy playing it every now and then. So it'd be cool if, they get that operational again and do another, like a beta play test, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah. So here, I'm not sure, Mike, if you were on the live stream last week when I said that Coinbase their support. So it basically looks like if someone has Gala V1 still, and this is, I mean, we've moved our stuff off, but if someone still has their Gala V1 tokens on Coinbase, they may want to consider leaving them there. Because again, don't forget, Coinbase still has that, 152 million tokens sitting there in their wallet. And I think that what they were saying is that if you still have your V1 when they relist it, so this is a positive thing, or when they support it again, that anyone who has their Gala V1 on Coinbase still could very well have that transferred to V2. So it's almost like if you know anyone that has their Gala V1 tokens still on Coinbase exchange, not the wallet, that's different, the exchange, there's hope that they could actually get converted to Gala to regular Gala now. So that was a really big deal. All right, David, good job, man. Good work for creating an account. So are you in the Discord now, David? Do you go into Gala Gold Discord? A lot of stuff happens there. And so how many of you guys did you guys watch the, and this is another reason too, because our live streams are at 7:30. Now I know Jason does his Thursday, even though he missed the previous week. Oh, cool. Well, keep your eyes out for me. I'm Crypto Karate Guy. That's my handle on Discord. So if you guys are on there, that's who I am. Crypto Karate Guy. You'll see my smiling face. And if you go onto any of like the media section where you can post videos, like Dr. Wookie posts videos, Classy, everyone posts videos there. I do that too as well, so you can check stuff out. But totally lost what I was saying just then. See, that's what happens when you get older. All right, you get too many kicks in the head in your youth. But with with Gala, I'm really happy to see where they're headed, that they're coming back up. Now, again, I think it's going to take a while to get back to 4 and 5 cents. Probably not until we start hitting the bull run again. I think a lot of people, I think the thing that really kind of drove the token down a bit was the updated circulating supply. I think that, at least in the short term, really hurt Gala. I mean, it dropped like a rock when that came out. It's the same things that happened to Shiba Inu. So, but we'll see what happens. At least everything's out now. Everything's updated, out in the open. So now we can start working our way up. And Gala's giving away a free Bitcoin. So they've got their Gala. They're really kind of pushing the Gala music platform now. Again, I'm not necessarily. That's when you focus on more than one, at least for me anyway. If I have Gala Games, that could be a full-time job in itself. And now you got Gala Music and Gala Film. Holy macaroni and cheese. That's a lot. Did I just say that? I got kids. What do you want? I think that takes a lot. But they're giving away a free Bitcoin. You just have to go through the process of, if you connect your wallet to the Gala Music platform, I mean your wallet meaning like your Gala account, and then you do a list. It's not really a drawing. It's actually a random drawing. No, Gala's it's not on Robinhood. Those kinds of apps, Kelly, I'm going to tell you, I stay away from them like the plague. The Weebles and the Robinhoods. Because one, they're very limited on their cryptos. Two, at least with Weeble, you're not allowed to transfer your crypto off the platform. You have to keep it on the platform. You can switch it to a stock. You can, change it for fiat. You can do whatever, but you can't just say, you know what, I'm going to just punch in an address to my wallet and send over my crypto from Webull. I suspect it's probably with Robinhood too, because they are not native crypto exchanges. They're basically stocks where you can buy and sell stocks and things like that. Now, if I'm going to do that, I'm going to, go from a regular native crypto exchange. But Fidelity, of course, as we know, is getting in the act. And I'm very familiar with Fidelity. I have accounts with Fidelity. They've been wanting to get involved in crypto for a while, and they do have some there. And so that's going to be interesting to see. Now, I don't know if they're going to be able to allow you, one, to have a variety of cryptos, or they're just going to keep it basically the blue chips, Ethereum, Bitcoin, maybe it's in the top 5 or top 10. I'm not surprised. They're going to delist some. That's why. They're giving you a chance to get rid of them. So they're probably, see, here's the thing now. Because the SEC came out and said Polygon's a security, ADA's a security, Axie's a security, these companies, Robinhood at least, and probably Webull, they're going to drop those. They don't want to deal with Securities and Exchange Commission, because they also sell stock. That's their main source of making money is by buying and selling stocks. So I'm not surprised they're going to be delisting a lot of these. So if you do have anything on Robinhood, you know what? You're better off anyway. Go to a native crypto exchange and just, buy from there. And then Binance. You guys heard about Binance last week, right? That they and the SEC have come to an agreement. So the SEC was looking to file a restraining order against Binance, which basically would pretty much kill that platform in the United States. A judge said, no, I'm not doing it. However, what Binance has to do is Binance has to only allow Binance US staff to have access to asset information from United States investors. Everyone else globally, hands off. They can't be a part of that. And they have to come up with these very specific financial records and disclosures and things like that. So I thought that was a good sign that the judge, because seriously, if the judge would have signed off on that, that probably would have been the kiss of death for yet another crypto exchange. And of course, we know crypto exchange for the United States anyway. And see, this is the thing that I'm not going to go into. I'm not going to go off. Is that when you're really driving hard the focus on creating debilitating access to crypto in the United States by pushing these crypto exchanges offshore. It's like, as I said before, if you're in a relationship with someone and it's not working out and you're not happy, you're miserable, they're miserable, what the hell's the sense? So just move on with life. And that's what I think a lot of these crypto companies are going to do, is they're going to move on with life. They're going to be like, you know what, we don't need you. And we're a global company. So even though I think a lot of crypto investors are from the United States, I don't know the specifics right now, but I think a lot of people are. So I'm really happy to see Coinbase dig in their heels. Brian is going to fight these guys, and I am all for it. Again, it's like this. It's like if two brothers are arguing with one another, you have somebody else, an outsider, come in and start yelling and screaming and threatening the other one, both brothers are going to turn on that person. So That's what we need to do. Rally around crypto. And obviously, if someone is being blatantly breaking the laws, just regular laws, they're defrauding people, they're stealing money, they're doing things, then that's different. But guilty until, wait a minute, innocent until proven guilty. Whew, I almost got that backwards. Shows you how conditioned I am. So that's kind of where we are with Binance. Let's see here. I think this is C. That's an interesting question, and Kelly, I'm going to post this. So, do I think the SEC saying Mana and saying that security will help Gala? Well, according to the SEC, you got to understand that every crypto to the Securities and Exchange Commission is considered a security, right? So remember the 4 components of the Howey test. So there needs to be, people need to invest money, right, into a common enterprise where you, me, your grandmother, my friend, we can pool our resources. We do that with an expectation of profit off of the efforts of a centralized, identifiable person or persons whom those profits are created by. So, all right, guys, I'm sorry about that. I'm back. I got to boot it off. If that happens, I'm not going anywhere. So just hang tight. So if Steve Jobs takes over, if people know that Steve Jobs is going to be creating innovative products, they're going to want to buy. They're expecting a return on their stocks. Dividends are going to go up, everything else. Stock price is going to go up, you name it. That's what the SEC is saying. Now, Bitcoin, they can't, right? Because one, they don't know who Satoshi Nakamoto is. Nobody does. He, she, they, who knows? That is like the poster child for ultimate decentralization. So, and Ethereum is kind of the same way. So they're fighting really hard, looking to see like who's creating the effort where people are getting profits. I think what needs to happen and what you will start seeing is, because decentralization is going to be key, I think, and I go back to these Hinman documents, what is sufficiently decentralized? I think you're going to see a lot of crypto projects really scrambling to become as decentralized as they possibly can. Everything they do is going to be decentralized. And I feel that no matter what, I am so bullish on crypto long term, it's not even funny, because if you are always innovating, you are going to beat out those who are just following your coattails. Okay? As an example, when I had my schools in Hawaii, I was constantly thinking of new ways to promote the school, better curriculum for my students, better staff training, more community service, more, you name it. I was always trying to innovate. And then I would have people try to follow you, and they couldn't do it. It's the same thing here with crypto. I think that those people who are creating these crypto projects and exchanges, staying innovative, because we're dealing with people, the SEC, Congress, they know nothing about crypto. They really don't. So how can you get ahead of someone when you have no idea what the hell is going on? So right now, the SEC is scrambling, even though it's funny because Gary Gensler, Chairman Gensler, wanted to be actually interviewed essentially for an advisor role for Binance. So how about that? He didn't get it. Maybe there's sour grapes there. I don't know what happened, but there we go. So do I think that them calling out, I don't think so. I think what's going to help Gala is their their innovation, their Web3 gaming, their Web3 film and Web3 music, their partnerships, and just constantly building and creating. I think that's going to help more than anything else. And that's one of the reasons why, the main reason why, big crypto projects, they do not want to hear the 3 letters ROI, return on investment. They won't talk about, I know with Jason, he won't talk about it. It'll never be mentioned in any Discord, anything. There will be, that is, and you can get booted from that. So if you guys are on Discord and you start talking investment, you're probably going to get a warning. And then if you keep doing it, you're going to get booted because they don't want to have the eyes fixed on Gala. The more someone starts talking about return on investment, what we're making, that opens that up to the Securities and Exchange Commission to say, wait a minute, Eric Schromeyer, Jason Bitbender Brink, these guys are expecting profits off of their efforts. You see what I mean? So if you're wondering why these crypto companies are so passionate about not talking about ROI on any public forum in any capacity, that's pretty much it. That's the main reason. And if anyone is here, hit that like button. Let me know where you're from. We're all family here. If you want to add to the discussion and you got a question about something else, I'll answer it. We've got Kelly here. We've got David here. We've got Kelly here. So we've got a bunch of people here who kind of know what they're doing, know what they're talking about. So pop on in. Tell us where you're from. Yeah, I saw some of those videos of him teaching and lecturing his students, his clients. Hey, Invest Crypto. Nice to see you. Welcome. Good you're here. Join the party. Yeah, it's really funny that I'm trying not to use the word hypocrite. Oops. I think I just did. But it's so hard. What drastically changed since 2019? Right? That's when he was teaching, right? 2019. Hey, Kelly. Oh, cool. Greensboro, North Carolina. Yeah, my wife and my family went there in 2000. We went and did. We got a cabin up in the woods. I can't remember whereabouts, but it was amazing. What a fantastic week. Anyway, so I don't know exactly what changed with Chairman Gensler to make him do an abrupt 360 and become totally aggressive and just seriously, it's like coming after crypto. Like, I don't know what was it? Was it he got refused by crypto? Maybe they told him something he didn't want to hear and he got all offended by it, and now he's got an axe to grind coming after crypto. I don't know what it is, but yes, I've seen videos of him lecturing and I'm like, he's bullish. What happened? What's the deal? What changed? I mean, it wasn't that long ago, right? I mean, come on. So, and a lot of people are saying, oh, they got to fire Gary Gensler. Look, remember, people have to realize how this works. He was appointed by the president. So he either he resigns, he gets fired, maybe impeached. Those are really the only reasons for that he can be relieved of his duties. So just because someone signs 100, people sign 100,000 names on a petition I shouldn't say it doesn't mean anything, but it has no power for anyone to act. There could be a million signatures on there, and the president doesn't have to do it. The only way that I could see that happening is if it's such amount of political pressure. Hey, there's a 500,000 people, registered voters, saying they want him out. That could be a Democrat, could be a Republican, could be whatever. That I can see, like subtle, passive political pressure. But as a fact, can Congress fire Gary Gensler? No, they can't. No, they can't. Yeah, David, his career ambition, I guess it got squashed. So now he's got to put it out there to crypto. So we're just gonna have to see. We're just gonna have to see. But again, I'm very bullish on crypto. I think that, as we all are, that if we have foresight, those of us who are watching this video and invest in our crypto projects, we see what the potential. Well, we've seen it already. We've seen Web3 gaming, and we've seen all the amazing benefits of blockchain technology. That's not going away. I'm sorry, no matter how hard they try, because we'll just pivot. Crypto developers will just pivot. Oh, okay, we're going to be this. We can't be this way, so we're going to go that way. I mean, this isn't stopping crypto, and this is where I really would hope that more people would take a deep breath before doing knee-jerk reactions, like selling all their crypto projects, and then they regret it and they buy back in. This is an intense bear market that we're in. Hey, Juan, hello, man. Yes, sir. Oh, man. I'm glad you're here, Juan. You guys are my dedicated... You guys are my crypto army. You guys just don't quit. I love it. So that's kind of where I'm at mentally. This is just par for the course. I think the next bull, and we talk about this, and I say this over and over and over again, but the next bull run will be epic. I really think it'll be epic, because when that happens, everything's going to shift, right? What happened, I think, in 2020, 2021 is crypto up until then was flying under the radar. Really was innocuous, wasn't doing a whole lot. I mean, yes, it was building, but up until 2020 or so, then all of a sudden it just exploded. And then we were like, whoa, what is this? And then you're hearing decentralization. People are taking money out of stocks, put it in crypto, and then there all these different things. And then we became forefront on the radar screen, and I think on a global fashion as well. So I think that's why we're seeing this now, is because we were, again, just kind of chilling, doing our own thing, and then that bull market started, and here we go. And now it just blew up, and now everyone's all freaked out about crypto and the power that it has for the common people, for us. I'm using common people because that's what we are. We're not a corporation. We're not an enterprise. We're not a government body. We're not millionaires, right? Probably some of us are, but for the most part, I'm not. So I would just speak for myself. I'm not a millionaire. I put money in that I can't afford to lose. When everything's paid, hey, boom, here's $100 in this. Here's $50 in that. Okay, and I think if the more we can generate income, then then you can actually put in more into retail investors. That's exactly what we are. Yep. I mean, I like that term, even though I like to use the common man, because again, I think that you don't have to put tens of thousands of hundreds of thousands of dollars in crypto to eventually do okay. Now, obviously, the more you have, we know this, the better position you'll be. But I think that getting started now is a very important step. So when we do come out of this, at least you got a head start. And I'm talking about people who are watching now. I just sold all my Shiba Inu for a while. I'm not sure. You know what? I exited my Shiba position. Never talk bad about Shiba Inu. Every now and then I'll buy in, but right now it's hurting right now. But again, once Bitcoin comes up, I think that what they say, the rising tide lifts all boats. So Bitcoin is that rising tide. When that comes up, doesn't matter how big or small that boat is, it's going to rise with it. So that's my philosophy. Again, as long as the crypto project itself doesn't have any fundamental... all right, here we go. I'm not sure if you guys see this, but I get booted sometimes every now and then on here. So thank you guys for hanging around. I'm going to scroll on this one. You think factors... Okay. Well, basically what I was just saying, Invest, I think that if you are fundamentally sound, if you... In the beginning, let's be honest, a lot of meme coins, a lot of community tokens really don't have any kind of a use case. Not all, and I think we are going to be weeding out those tokens, those projects that have zero to give, that are a meme. I don't think... Now, I know of people that will go in and they'll day trade, they'll swing trade these meme coins. I don't work that way. I don't have time to invest and speculate. Again, when you start getting into those kinds of tokens, the volatility is off the charts. I mean, you don't know from 1 minute to the next if it's going to pump or if it's going to... You just got rugged. You have no time to get out. Could be in the middle of the night somewhere and you wake up, you went to bed and you are up like 10 grand. You get up in the morning and you've got $10. So those are things to be aware of. So this is where research... And actually, it's funny because tomorrow... Keep your eyes out because I've got a video coming out. It's already in the can. It's going to be released tomorrow, and it's going to talk about some pitfalls to be aware of for new investors. So maybe share it with. I think it's an amazing video, and it's going to give a lot of insight. It's going to help a lot of people, especially if they're new to crypto. So just FYI. So when that comes out, share it with someone. Let them know about it. I think a lot of people, Kelly, did well with Shiba Inu. They got involved. I was staking mine on crypto.com. I'd had mine staked for like a 3-month lockup or whatever it was, and then I got out. And then after a while, once the end of the summer came, I decided not to stake anymore because it was going up and up and up. I want my profits locked for 3 months. So I stopped staking. And then I would... Like probably every week and a half, I'd take 1,200 out or 800 out or whatever. I was doing it percentages. And then by the time November hit, I just felt it was like my spidey senses were tingling. And so once I saw what was going on, and it happened within a week or a weekend, it was so quick. Shiba was up here, and then it just nosedived, and that's when I exited my position. I totally got out. Every now and then I'll buy in every now and then, but that's rare. So how about Gala? What do I think the chance... Okay, so I'm going to post this up here. So, investors saying, how about our Gala? What do I think the chances to survive? In my view, I think they have amazing chances. I'm not worried at all. I am not. I feel really positive about Gala. I think they have so much development happening constantly that, I just think that they're going to be one of the ones that survive, in my view. Now, with that said, we still have to be paying attention, though. We can't just rest on our laurels and say, Gala, it's good, it's totally... and then not check up on it for a couple of weeks. I still think, even though we're feeling really secure, I think you need to be on the ground floor level. You have to have the pulse of what's going on. All right, so Mike is asking me how much Gala I have. I have more than some and less than others. That's usually my answer. I really never tell anyone how much crypto I have. Again, I may have tens of thousands more than someone else, or I may have hundreds of thousands less than someone else. So if that, I answered your question without really answering it, Mike. But I could always get more. That's the thing. If I'm in a mood, or like, I haven't bought any for a while. I really haven't bought any more Gala since before the snapshot. So I bought probably on the 10th of May when Gala was still listed on Coinbase. Then I made one more purchase, and then but I'll tell you where I keep them. I keep my Gala stored very safe, in a safe place. I have some spread out on wallets. I have some actually on my Gala. I move things. I never stay too long in one particular thing. See, Mike, you're a beast. That's why. You're sitting back. Man, if they reach, like, they don't even have to hit $1 for you to be like nailing it. So wait a minute. So when did you start buying, Mike? What year? Like, I started back in 21. I'll tell you this, I don't have 1 million. I'll tell you right now, I don't have 1 million Gala. That's my answer. But when did you guys start buying? When did you guys start getting involved in Gala anyway? Even though this live stream wasn't really designed for a Gala specific, but let's do this. When did you guys get involved in Gala Games? Wow. So you came in kind of at a high point then. Because I came in the end of 2021 when it was at $1.90 or $1. I wish. Actually, I don't wish. At a little under 2 cents. We since beat that this past week. It was like down to like 1.65. So that was low. But, you get a lot of the videos that come out on YouTube. Oh, you need to own 10,000 Gala or X amount of ADA to be a millionaire. I don't know. I just, I own what I own, and I'm not worried about that. I don't really think so much about that. I don't think of the price short term. I think of what's this project got going for it. I know there's a lot of FUD going on, but what's it got going for it? How's its fundamentals? Oh, in June? Very cool. I think Juan fell asleep. Kelly, what about you? It's interesting because everything with all the new stuff going on now Gala has actually been just kind of chilling out. They're doing their play tests and they're doing other things, but they've been kind of laying low a little bit, which is kind of a good thing too. I think a lot of people are again just once people get used to the fact of the higher supply, the higher circulating supply, it'll be business as usual. And it's business as usual for Gala. But did you guys watch from last week? Did you watch Jason's live stream that he did? What's it, ahead of the game? Okay. Yeah, that's your average. All right. Well, we're going to get there. I think we'll get back up there before the end of the year's out. And if we have some amazing news catalysts, I think sooner than that. But my and this kind of I'm kind of switching gears real quick. So basically, guys, because he has. Let me see here. Well, so basically, Jason does his Thursday 7 o'clock live stream, which goes to about an hour. So I'm thinking of either going on earlier. I don't know how that would affect you guys, or go on later in the evening. So if he comes on at 7, what if I tried doing 6 or 8 on Thursdays? Because that way I want to be able to have people be able to have the opportunity to watch his live streams, and nice. Now, Kelly, when did you first get into with Gala? Hey, John. So we have John who just popped in. Cool, man. Cool. John, is this your first time here with us? Have you stopped in before? Because I am glad you're here. You know what? So, John, I'm going to go with, even if you're not, I'm going to say welcome for being here, man. Glad you made it. Oh, cool. Sorry, John. You know what? Back in my former career, I had too many kicks to the head, so that's great that you're here. Make sure you're subscribed too, John, so that way you see when I do videos. And I got a YouTube video coming out tomorrow. So that's going to be a lot for, again, beginners as well. And I always tell, because we're all beginners somewhere. And I don't know about you guys, but I had no one coaching me to do anything about crypto. I had to just spend hours and hours and hours. And I'm still doing that, learning and educating myself. Well, John, I'm glad you're here, man. Yeah, we were talking about the state of crypto, what was going on last week, and it just kind of morphed into where Gala is. And, a lot of these news stories, I really, and this is just me, I'm not going to try to tell anyone to think a certain way or whatever, but I look at these news stories that come out as just like short-term stuff that's going on. It doesn't, for me anyway, affect any of my investment decisions. I'm not going to sell any of my crypto due to what's going on. I don't care what the SEC does, because crypto developers are always going to be innovative. They're always going to be first. They're going to morph. We're going to become more decentralized. This could be a great thing for us. We've been all dealing with the fact that, SEC's coming after us. It's a security, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, whatever. Developers are just going to morph and make crypto more decentralized. Then what are you going to do? Then what are you going to do when you're more decentralized? All right? If we can disrupt those 4 components of their Howey test, and the SEC loves their Howey test. That is like the gospel. We're just going to see what happens. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, no matter what, it's like anything. It's like going through, you're going on a trip somewhere and you're gonna get delayed. You're gonna get stopped. There may be a storm. But you're still gonna make it. We are on. Our destination is to keep moving forward with crypto and everything that crypto and more importantly, what it can do and what blockchain technology can do. I don't think anything's going to stop that. They're trying very hard, they meaning the powers that be, but I think a lot of people do not understand crypto, because let's face it, crypto can be intimidating, right? It can be intimidating. When you first got into it, Stock is pretty simple. Sorry. It's not that difficult. You look into a company, oh, I like this stock. What do they do? Boom, 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 boom. Okay, great. You don't have to worry about it. 10% happens in a year. Crypto moves so fast. And those of us watching and here right now, we know this. We know crypto moves so fast. You cannot fall asleep at the wheel. Because if you do, then unfortunately, and I hate saying this, and I want people to recover, but those people who will come up and ask me, I tried moving my Gala off Coinbase like 6 or 7 days after they stopped supporting it. I feel bad for people that happens to, but you gotta pay attention. You gotta check your emails. You gotta watch YouTube videos, quality YouTube videos, not the ones that are all about hype, but ones that are quality YouTube videos. This is just my take, and I mean no disrespect to anyone watching this, but you got to be involved in the communities. If you are in Gala and you have no idea what Gala is about and you're not paying attention to everything that they're doing, you don't have a Gala account even, man, you are open. Now you're gambling. That is gambling. To me, that is gambling. When you are just putting money in, when you don't research, and you just throw money in without really being mindful and about really taking the time to educate yourself. So if someone comes up to you and they're saying, you know what? Hey, Mike, I heard about this crypto project, Gala Games. What the hell is a Gala game? You can then you can give information, and then they can decide if they want to look into it or not. Yeah, and I'm not, and I mean, again, not disrespecting anyone, but how can you be mad at Gala or Coinbase when you weren't paying attention in the first place? It's passing the buck, and it's not being a responsible investor. Once you get into this game, when you get into the arena that we are in, look, I was a competitive fighter back in my 20s. When I got into the ring, I knew I was going to get hit. I knew it. I knew I was going to get hit and I knew I was going to be hitting someone else. Not intentionally trying to hurt them, but to win. So whenever you step in this arena, in this crypto space or anything, you got to pay attention. You got to know the rules. Right? In the fight game, I tell my students 3 things. Keep your hands up, your chin down, and move forward. You got to move forward. Keep your hands up. Be aware of what's going on around you. When you can do that, you're going to have a good head start. due to not paying attention. So enough of that. I want to get off my soapbox. I don't want to rail on people because we've all done things. We've all done things, and I've gotten involved in crypto projects that I was like, oh my God, get me out of here because this is not good. So I think all of us here, and actually, if you want to share, has there anything in crypto that you've done that you regretted, that you can publicly share? Maybe it was getting involved in a crypto project that you realized was a scam, or you accidentally sent your crypto to a wrong address and you lost it, or something like that. Does anyone here have a story that they can share about what happened if they goofed? And don't worry, I'm gonna tell you mine. I've actually had quite a few. I think you do this long enough. You know what? While you guys are writing, I'm going to go first. I actually got involved in a crypto project that I was really bullish on. Actually, it's happened a couple times. Only to come to the realization that it was a train community. They would turn on you and just attack you. The crypto project is going downhill fast, and the developers are posting pictures of their Ferraris and Lamborghinis while everyone else is losing their shirt, and they're posting these, are you kidding me right now? So I was actually embarrassed by that. So yes, and that's another one. You buy high and you sell low. Probably like getting involved in a bull market, again, not realizing, and then all of a sudden the bottom drops out. You're like, oh crap. And this is where I preach dollar cost averaging instead of bulk purchases. I think it's a lot more stable. You can spread out, like say if you have $5,000 to invest in one crypto project, I'm just using that as an example, you can then spread that out on a weekly basis to mitigate your risk, right? Dollar cost averaging. Instead of, because let's say, for example, you bought 50,000, 50,000 Gala at 5 cents. You load it up. And then all of a sudden the next week it dropped to 4 cents. And then you bought, and then the next week it dropped to like 2.5 cents. You bought way up here in bulk instead of breaking it down and spreading it out and doing it weekly. So I think that's something that for those of us, like I've done it too, Mike. I bought high, I bought ADA in 2021 when it was $1.19, $1.20, and then it got up to $3, and I didn't sell any of it off. I haven't sold any of my Gala at all since I bought it in the summer of 2021. So just about 2 years. But yeah, so I think we've all done things, but yeah, I was embarrassed by the crypto project that I got involved with, and I got out quickly, and then also buying high and then selling. That's tough. That's hard to do. You probably would never do that again, but it would have to depend. If I knew a project was going downhill, I would be like, okay, you know what? I'm going to cut my losses and live to fight another day. Let's see. Who do we have here? Oh, nice. We got some people here. Thank you guys for hitting that like button. Having some good conversations. That's great. And if anyone is popping in and they're just watching, say hi. Let us know where you're from. We're all friends here. We all work together. We help each other out. Fun and education. Oh, let's see. Invest has a good one. I'm going to put this up here for us. Uh-huh. Thank you, yeah. So, how can I put this? There's a lot of people who are educated. There's a lot of people who are familiar with Gala. There's a lot of people who... Now, I'm going to tell you, I always look at things with a critical eye. And I've shared with you guys in the past some issues that I've had, minor issues that I should say areas of improvement. That's the word I'm looking for. That Gala could be doing. That Web3 gaming could be doing in general. I think they're doing a piss poor job in rolling out some of these games without teaching people how to play the game. Oh my God. Eternal Paradox. That's a mobile game. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. I'm just going in and just making the best of it, because there's no tutorial. There's not a 10-minute tutorial that gives you bullet points like you want to be doing this. This is how you win the game. This is how you earn gems. This is how you do. There's none of this. It drives me crazy. I really wish that they would do that. So I can be very critical. Now, depending on the situation, if someone has an axe to grind, they're going to always find, you can always find something as, like, not to argue, but there's always something you can come out and say, you know what, this isn't good for that. But then the opposite could be true too. I could come out and say something negative about a crypto project. Kelly could be like, hey, well, here's my counterpoint. You see what I mean? So it's just about do your own research. Come with a critical mind. Figure out for yourself, and then you can, once you have an idea, then you can maybe listen to other people. But I'm very careful about who I listen to. I listen to myself. Let's not put them on blast. Invest, if you don't mind, because that's not fair. I haven't seen the video, so I don't know. I'd rather, if you want to send me a private email with the name of the video, but let's not do it here. Send me a message if you can, and a link, and we can. I can go check it out, but you have to do your own research. You have, because someone, like I said, someone may have an axe to grind you don't know about. You just really don't know. Thank you, Invest. I appreciate it. I want to send that, and then have me a way to get back to you. I want to kind of follow up with you on that. But when it comes to because there's always going to be opposing views. My goal is what I can only tell you what I do. Like I like watching YouTube videos and channels, and I don't subscribe to that many, by the way. There's only a few that I really respect. I'll tell you right now, one of the it's really good is the Coin Bureau with Guy. He was one of my first YouTube channels that I subscribed to back in the day. I like his approach. I like how he does his videos. And I think that they're based on fact and information as opposed to opinion. And then there's other ones I wouldn't give the time of day. Yeah, you can do a Facebook message. Just look for my name, Scott Provost, and you'll see my face or something, and send it to me there. And if you're not, if you want to be added to my crypto group, I have a Crypto Dojo Facebook group, and if anyone wants to join that group, it's totally free. I have a little under 300 members in that group, so if anybody wants to join, you can type in Crypto Dojo on Facebook and find me, or just look for me, send me a friend request, and I'll certainly add you. So you want to basically, I'm just going to give you my name. And then once you, if you go straight for the group, I have 3 questions that I ask people, and I'm very selective about who I add to my Facebook group, my Crypto Dojo Facebook group, because I want people with an actual account. So there's questions that I ask, but if you send me a Facebook request, it's basically what's my image. I'm gonna have to look and check my image real quick. Let's see here, 1 second. Yeah. So that is, if you can see, I know it's kind of you probably can't. My camera is not that great. But yeah, so that'd be cool. And again, if anyone wants to join, totally fine. If you want to friend me, whatever, totally great too. So you are going to, let's see here. I want to, you know what? I'm gonna, while I got you guys here, hang on, don't go anywhere yet. Let me see here if I can do this without bumping me off. It'll be, I'm going to try one more time and see if you can. I don't know if you can see that very, very well. That's the image. It's a really crappy picture. My camera is not that great. So nice. I've never heard of them, but I'll have to check it out. Yeah, so there, you just gotta decipher, what you like. There was one guy that I was watching for a while, and I liked his stuff. His name is Max Maher, Maher. I liked his videos. Some of his videos haven't been resonating with me lately, but he's got a good backlog of material, of videos. Let's come back over here. Again, let us know you're here. If you are here watching right now and you're not saying anything, please hit that like button. Say hi. Let us know where you're from. We are kind of hitting in different areas. Yeah. And you know who I was watching for my stocks is man, I haven't really watched any of his videos in a while, but yeah, some of what Max does, I mean, he's a young cat too, so I think he's shifted away, but some of his earlier videos I like. Some I was like, yeah, I'm okay with it, but he had some good stuff. As I said, it's you really gotta decipher and figure out who's what and where and everything else. But so like I said, guys, keep your eyes out tomorrow for my upcoming video coming up. Send it to a friend, watch it first. If you like it, if you think there's value in it, share it with somebody. Tonight we've been just going through information that's basically happened today, and it's nice to have the weekends, because usually not as much things happen. They do on the weekend, but all right, I'll tell you right now. Hold on, I'm check. See if I got a friend request from you. Check and see if that was you. I just accepted you, so that's me. Awesome, very cool. So yeah, we're just kind of covering last week. We're gonna see what happens with this week. Again, it's Monday. A lot of things are going on, but there may be times, guys, where I'm gonna be experimenting with times. Even though I love having you guys, I just want to see what times are going to work best. So I might do a little playing around. What I would suggest is check like our community, the community tab, or what I'm going to say the community bulletin board. I'm going to call it that way because that's what it is. check that. If anything happens, like if I'm going to do an earlier or later live stream, I will post it there. And I'm usually going to start posting it the day beforehand. So if you don't see anything changed, it'll be the regular time, or there's going to be other information there as well. So check the community tab. That's going to give a lot of information. So guys, I want everyone to have a great evening. Thank you so much for being a part of this live stream. I can't tell you how much I appreciate all of you. You guys are awesome. Okay, great. So guys, thank you so much. Have a great evening, and I will see you guys here tomorrow. And remember, here at the Crypto Dojo, crypto doesn't sleep.